Please continue to hold, and we'll be with you shortly.
Thank you for holding. How can I be of service to you today?
Yes, I have this recurring charge on my monthly statement, and I can't figure out what it's for.
Well, we'll certainly do our best to help you. What does the charge say on your statement?
Well, it's a $275 charge, and it just says Iraq War.
Yes, ma'am, that is correct. The Iraq War cost the average American family over $16,000 since the war started.
Are you kidding? Well, I never signed up for that.
I'm sorry, ma'am. You don't sign up for the Iraq War charge.
Tell me, have you enjoyed your war so far?
It's a standard charge for all Americans.
Have you gotten a picture of who they are?
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Did some men in a cave knock down your tower?
While you're still in line, can I interest you in our new monthly Iran War charge?
No,
Are you gonna behave or lay next to flowers?
Thanks for calling the United States.
Wake up, sleepyhead. It's after 8, you're late. Get out of bed. Fuck what a spectator said. Scientific dictatorship straight ahead. Rise and shine, sleepyhead. It's after 8, you're late. Get out of bed. This is a bucket of water on your head. You're asleep. You might as well be dead.
The number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
Welcome to the Red Pill Show. And now, here's your host and creator for new alternative media via podcast. Today is pre-Turkey Day, Wednesday, November 26th, 2014. The Red Pill Show is copyrighted by me. The original Red Pill Show is copyrighted by me. No part of this podcast, voice over internet protocol program cannot be reused, rebroadcasted in any way, shape, or form, without my written consent. The Red Pill Show is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please use views at your own risk. Finally, the original Red Pill Show. It's opinionated. Therefore, the host, callers 815-209-9700. I forgot to open Skype. Are opinionated. Under no zero circumstances should advice. Take two. Boink. Under no circumstances whatsoever should opinions be taken as advice. If you are seeking professional advice, we strongly encourage you to hire a license if required. Person in his or her field, little Tommy. Oh man, I gotta quit smoking pot. Not doing that. Oh, hey man. No, that's his name. How you doing? I'm doing just a wunderbar. Today, before Thanksgiving and Black Friday and all the crazy people come out. Where's my crap that's going to break in a week? So I can kick your ass to get it, man. Stand in line all night long. It's like, what? Really, guys? Well, whatever. How you doing? All right, so, man, I'm doing this live on Spreaker.com, yeah. And I saw Arnold's new movie, Sabotage. I'm almost positive it was on Netflix. I'll get into that in a minute. Wow, well, I don't want to spoil it too much. I am so glad he's doing acting again. Wow. But, yeah, I tried the blog talk thing, man. I just can't do it. Just can't. I don't want to get into it too much. It's just that the bandwidth sucks. The phone system's great, but I just can't get into it. The quality isn't there, and until they get that, then forget it. Also, Podbean.com. I'm just playing around podcasting, so I'm recording this, and I will throw it up on Podbean. So, and I don't even know. I mean, I have time to kill here, and I'm just killing time. So, trying to do a stupid show about absolutely nothing, complain about everything, and give my red pill perspective on things, and that's it. Well, I might go through beforeitsnews.com, drudgereport.com, play with some sound effects here, which is one of my favorite things to do, and go from there. Now, let's see, like this. Yeah. Here. Hello? Look at the cute birdie. Does this have, yeah. Hey, man, with a man? Yeah. No turkeys. Oh, no, Round Eye. We have no turkey for you. Oh, but we have a fried kitty. Meow. Oh, man. Kind of Matrixy. I like that one. Oh shit, here comes train.
Welcome to the world
Yes.
of virtual audio.
Yes. In the
Put
right.
your headphones on.
Okay.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
And come away with me
Sure.
to a new dimension.
To the Red Pill Show. Oh, yeah, in sound. The original Red Pill Show, man, come on.
So this is the guy?
Boom, boom. All right, so anyway, I think I got more on there, but I've been sick and nothing serious, but one hell of a cold that just kicked my ass and put me in bed for a couple days. I had the chills like you wouldn't believe, and all the hard work that I tried putting 5 pounds on just melted away. Because I sweated it out, and it's like, shit. Oh, this is an explicit program. It's like, shit. This tastes like shit. This coffee tastes like shit. It is shit, Austin. Oh, that explains it now, doesn't it? Yeah. So I got sick, and then it just turned into a real bad cold. And I'm still trying to get over it, so I just crap in my lungs, and I'm trying to get rid of it. So if I hack up a lung or something or coughing, then that's why. Because I'll strain my voice, and that's what happens. So anyway, chat room's open. You can say, hey, what the hell are you doing? 815-209-9700 on your stupid show. Well, I'm just trying to have fun. Originally, it was exercising my First Amendment and kind of bitching about everything after getting screwed by my bank, which I've seen stories where they're still doing that, which I may or may not share, so because I don't know if it can be confirmed or not, and I'm just reading stuff off the stupid internet. However, the Drudge Report is definitely extremely reliable, and we may cruise from those. Now, I like Gadgets. No, that's an old-ass TV show. Gadgets, Gizmos, and movies and TV shows. But I was scrolling through, the Netflix interface, and I saw Arnold. Yeah, I'll be back, asshole. Oh, and then there was some on TV a couple weeks ago where all these movie stars. I don't watch what I say here because I don't like saying names, but let's just put it this way: if I hosted that show, okay, I'd come out with a bottle of tequila already half in the bag, because I forget what this was, but by the time the show was half over and the awards were half over, everybody was like in the back. Not everybody, okay, but a lot of them were coming up. And one that has been casted in a pirate movie comes up there and like, oh, hi, everyone. Where's the rum? It's going to be a horrible night. And at this accent, these people are Americans, and I know, some of them have moved out of the country, and it's like, oh, baby, where's the rum? The word goes, it's going to be one of those fucking nights. Whoa, dude. Really? And I'm watching this, and it's like, I've had my moments being intoxicated. Okay. In public like that on television, it was just worth the entertainment to to watch the show. I can't wait till it's on next year. And then someone was up there and how to drain your dragon. It's like, whoa. Is this the porn awards or what? And that was sad. And it was just like, it was a laugh every minute because it was so spontaneous because, and it's not like I've been drinking, spontaneous because people were just messing up left and right. It was hilarious. And I'm like, what is this, man? And a lot of really popular people in mainstream, and it's like, wow. So anyway, whatever that was a couple of weeks ago, I'm in. I'm watching the thing. But they might as well get a new host. I think it was Queen Latifah that did it. And she did a great job, but she might as well have started drinking early because she would have fit right in. Not that I support that, but, I mean, when in Rome, Spartacus, there will be blood, you asshole. So anyway, I'm going through Netflix, and I see Arnold's new movie, and it's Sabotage. And just real basic, without being a spoiler, watch it, okay? Because I'm going to kind of tell you what's going on, but I'm not going to spoil anything. And so, of course, it's just classic Arnold, and he's DEA agent, and he has his team, and they're all covertly, he's not, but all of his team members are covertly infiltrating the drug cartel. And they bust these guys and this and that, and they get accused of stealing like $10 million of the cartel's money. So, out of retaliatory action, the cartel appears to start knocking off Arnold's team. He's like, what the fuck, asshole? And he's being interrogated, him and his team, by Internal Affairs or whatever it is. And it's so funny because he's getting interrogated by these two guys. And Arnold, just classic Arnold, gets up. And he's like, you're a 45% body fat, you're a scrawny asshole. And he gets up and he leaves the room. It's like, oh my God. It's so classic Arnold again. And it's like, oh wow. I am just so glad. But his acting skills are top notch. And I don't know if it was Paul Newman or somebody said the less acting is more. Somebody said that. And he's really getting to that point because he's not overacting, and he's just like right in the zone. And I'm so glad as a fan that he's doing it again. I can't express how cool that is. But it's a really good movie, and it goes on, and there's a pretty hot chick FBI agent in there too that's older, real short black hair. I've never seen her before. If I did, I don't recognize her. That was cool. But unbelievable movie, and of course Arnold wins in the end. I just wish you would. At the end, I want to give it away, but he gets his revenge, and he should have said "adios, asshole." There's a scene there, like right at the end, and it's like, oh man, why didn't you say another classic liner, Arnold? I mean, ad lib, because I think most of them are ad lib. They might not be, but definitely missed the "I'll be back" line in every movie, which I thought he should have for his trademark. But just classic Arnold stuff. So I think it's Sabotage. I'm almost positive it's on Netflix. You won't be disappointed, and it's just real awesome. So let's see. There's nobody there. Of course not. Nobody in the chat room. Like I said, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to do this because although I have a lot of passion, and this is inspired by the 2008 meltdown and classic Chicago radio. So I've always wanted to somehow be involved or do radio. Actually do it. And the 2008 meltdown just said, I had enough of this shit. There's people getting screwed. Here we go with a rant. People being misled that they're going to get help. And they're going to, it's okay after we build the big bankers out, which now from what I'm reading, they're kind of letting them know that ain't going to happen. So there's this thing called a bail-in, and from what I'm reading and understanding it's that if there's another meltdown, from how I'm getting this allegedly, they can go in your savings account or whatever in investments and take your money to fund their bank. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I'm reading. So that isn't going to do good for fractional reserve lending if that's the case. But I think it is due time that us peasants bail people out. I don't believe in bailouts. I don't believe in handouts. I don't believe in any of that. And I am going to say this too, because I noticed this driving. I drive a lot, and there is a ton of Berkshire Hathaway real estate signs that are selling real estate, pretty much residential housing. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I find that really curious as to why all of a sudden that's going on. But when the meltdown happened, that should have been it. Capitalism is if you don't succeed, you're done. Oh, yeah, well, the whole banking system is going to fit. It's like, it's a tough shit. It doesn't work. Well, it's crazy. What about everybody in their jobs and the automakers? And hey, Adrian, what about that? I don't know. Take boxing lessons there, Rock. I don't know what to tell you. But it's bad enough the banks got bailed out. Then big corporations got bailed out. And then people that had a lot of money should have lost it, but they got it back. And now they're taking money and going and buying very, very discounted pricing on things due to the market when people are losing their houses, and then they're buying it up and capitalizing on it and they're selling it. And that's just wrong. It's wrong. That's not capitalism. I don't think it is. It sure as hell ain't fair. Because I hear people saying that. Well, it's not fair that you this and how about that, and you have this retirement now, and it's not fair. Really? But it's fair to bail out a certain few to get recapitalized thanks to the taxpayers. And then they shove money between themselves and top corporations. And you're lucky if you make the FICO score and the qualifications, we may give you a loan at 10, 20, 30%. I got credit cards now that are still around 20%, and the Fed window lending rate is damn near zero. And that's helping out your fellow man? Shame on you. 10%'s not enough when it's free to you? Wow. I don't get it, man. And you bust your ass and you work. There's some people, a lot of people actually, working 2 jobs, trying to raise a family, getting money taken out of their check, which pretty much on the federal side, from what I know in my research, is being just the interest to the debt. Because when the government needs money, they print it, or the Federal Reserve prints it, because they buy our Treasury notes, bonds, and bills, and then they can print it. So that's how I understand it. But your state, as far as I know, does go to bills and your property taxes and what have you. And not that I agree with that either, because you never really truly own your home. Of course, the phone's ringing. Hang on a second. All right, sorry about that. You have to answer the phone when it rings, and that's what I did. So anyway, I don't know what the hell I was talking about. What was I talking about? Oh, taxes and property taxes, and yeah. So, but it's concerning to me that small business owners, self-employed people, they're all working real hard. They're all taking the risks. And there seems to be a perception of discrimination, maybe judgment, or just a like, ew, like you're a business owner. It's a lot like, because I know some people in this. It's a lot like how some people view cops. You know, and it's like that dumbfounds me that you would treat. By the way, thank you to all serving and non-serving military, firefighters, police officers, and teachers. You are and always will be heroes in my heart. Swear to God. The ones that are being naughty, knock it off. But in any case, I don't get it. Oh, don't you got something better to do than pull me over for speeding? Excuse me? I whatever. But, or if you're a cop and you're at home, I mean, now you're the local sheriff, and anything that happens, oh, can you come over here? No, not really. I mean, it probably will and do, but it's just like everybody has an attitude with a cop until you need one. Or maybe a firefighter, maybe not. I mean, but definitely a cop. And I don't understand that. I don't get it. They're just doing their job, enforcing the law, protect, serve, and whatever, And are some of them jerks? Yeah, sure. There's jerks and everything, but it seems to me that there's a similar attitude by the public of cops and business owners, and I don't get it, man. I don't get it. And you're supposed to follow the law, enforce the law, follow the rules, do the right thing, and you do that, but there's always a certain situation or group of people that don't have to. And that concerns me, because then it starts getting divided into the haves, the have-nots, whether it's a lot of money or entitlements or retirement or whatever, and then it starts dividing and conquering our society. And listen, man, if you're busting your ass and you're earning everything that you got, God bless you. Now, if you're doing that and exploiting people or paying them shit and not taking care of them and treating them like slaves, shame on you. It's bad enough we got the government doing that when your taxes are due, but I don't want to get into that either. They're all going to turn into debt slave. Debtclock.org, usdebtclock.org. That son of a bitch is clicking at $10,000 a second. Do the math. $60,000 a minute. We keep going into debt. It's going around 18 to 19 trillion unfunded liabilities. And I just look at it. You're going to look at it. $150,000 a person per citizen owes for that debt. I don't have 150 grand. What's going to happen? You have 10,000 people retiring a day from baby boomers. That's a lot of money. How's it going to get paid? No, I don't know. Not by me. I don't have 150 grand. Kidding me? So how's it going to get paid? Oh, well, we're just, do the Keynesian and keep going into debt. And, eventually it'll get paid because things will rebound and keep increasing the debt ceiling, although that doesn't really increase our debt. And there's the phone again. Yeah, but I'm talking to you, Bob. And we go from there. So, other than that, I keep getting distracted here, and I don't like that. But it really concerns me because it's going to keep dividing and conquering people in our society. When you start giving things to certain people, and then that's another one, and then ones that bust their ass, take all the risks, don't ask for entitlements, don't have a handout, and they just keep getting screwed. So it starts making you think, well, what the hell am I doing this for? Because it doesn't do much for motivation to take risks and be a business owner or an entrepreneur or an innovator. It's like, why the fuck should I do that? So I don't know what the answers are. I just believe in hard work, honest day's pay, and bust your ass and help people when you can, and there you go. But it just doesn't seem to be the way anymore to me. And that's a shame. With bailouts and rescues and TARP and people that have money now, just really, you could be piss poor in the street and lose your house and they don't care. They don't care. And when that starts happening, well, if you don't care, then I don't care. You know, there's no reason in the world, no reason in the world why we all couldn't have worked together after the meltdown and got through this. But the people that got bailed out decided not to do that. And I know some people got hurt in the banking industry and investment industry. I mean, it hurt everybody. But in my opinion, it didn't hurt a lot of people in the higher ups in the big banks. And then they have the audacity to take a bonus. Wow. That's not honorable to me. I get bailed out, I get recapitalized, and okay, I'll just give me my $500,000 or $1 million bonus. It's like, for what? For almost destroying the economy? Are you nuts? And then you get behind on your mortgage or your second house or whatever, and you ask for help, and sure, we'll help you, and then they renege on it and throw the house into foreclosure, damn near lose it, and ruin your credit. There's something wrong with that. That's not being American. That's not looking out for your fellow man. That's not being neighborly. That's taking advantage of a situation because you have the power to do so. And I guess it just shows that the old adage that power corrupts. And it does. I've seen it. And I'm seeing it again. So, what are the answers? I don't know. I really don't. Like I said, for me to work hard, take care of people, appreciate what I have, offer good jobs, good paying jobs, and an opportunity for a good career, and take care of customers, and that's what it is. But that seems to be penalized. And making it harder and harder and harder to do. it will be real interesting to see how the state of Illinois is managed in the future by the new governor, which is a Republican, which is amazing for pretty much always being a Democratic blue state. But I think the writing's on the wall, and enough is enough. And from what I heard, the new, Rauner? Governor-elect Rauner, I think his name is keeping an eye on what the governor of Wisconsin's doing. And I think he even said, allegedly, that he's going to use that as a model. I don't know what that means. And you might have to watch out for your pension and things of that nature, but it might be more on a competitive level instead of just closed sealed bids for getting the state's money, which is perfectly fine. That's competition and capitalism there. So, because that's kind of what I heard what happened in Wisconsin. So, with the education system at least. But I don't know. It makes me ponder as to what, if and when the shit really hits the fan, how are we going to treat each other? Because I don't, we got our problems now, and I do not see that happening. And our elected servants and officials should be leading by example. And they don't. They just don't. It would have been great, and I did my research, and I know why this didn't happen, but it would have been great if all of the citizens of the United States of America would have got a check that was $800 billion divided by 350 million people, or working people at least, so it could go back into the economy. Let them have that money. Let banks that survived offer how to refinance your house and mortgage, and let true competition decide who succeeds. But inflation would have went through the roof. I mean, that wouldn't have worked. It would have been too much velocity, in my opinion. Plus, also being the world's reserve currency, we got to ship some of these dollars out of here, man, because that's going to cause inflation too. So, a few $100 billion there, $1 million there, whatever, you got to get it out of here. Yeah. So, but I don't know. It just seems redundant in some of the things when I really think about it. And I told somebody this today. I have evolved or devolved to the point where I argue with myself and answers and stuff. But you know what? The good thing about that is I always win. I always win the argument. So, and I'm always right. So that's what's really cool. And this is kind of like that until, of course, somebody calls in. When I was on Freedomizer Radio, and people calling in and discussions, and I love talking about stuff. 815-209-9700. Don't be scared. It's like, oh, you're crazy. Like, you know what? You're saying what I think. And I've heard more about that than quite the contrary to what I'm saying. But I know a lot of people are out there trying to figure things out, and they don't understand why. Why is ground up hamburger $4.20 a pound? Well, I have a good idea why. Pretty much quantitative easing is a part of that. What about your food in your diet? What about GMOs? What are you putting in your body? Why does your gut go like mine when you eat crap? What about a gluten-free diet? What about vaccinations? What about fluoride in the water? Now we got the Clean Air Act coming again, which is going to take a big hit on refrigerants and power plants and everything. My electric bill's gone up already, and I couldn't figure out why, and now I know. because the government cares about the air quality, but don't worry about dumping fluoride in your water and crap in your shots? Makes sense to me. And let anybody put pretty much whatever they want in their food or mislabel it or not label it, what's really in there? I never dreamed the day that there would be an organic aisle in my grocery store and then what? Other food? What would you call it? Food's organic. What do you mean? What are you talking about? Organic. It boggles my mind. When I was a kid, the worst thing there was the generic aisle. And then the rest of the food, unless this has been going on that long, and I was just still asleep and, swallowing the blue pill, everything's fine, don't worry. Yes, master. But after the meltdown, I'm like, wait a minute, man, there's something wrong here. You can't tell somebody you're going to help them and then 90 days later get behind like you were told and then say, I can't help you. You can't do that to people. You can't put crap in your food. You can't dump shit in the water. And you can't put stuff that can potentially harm you in vaccinations. But they do. But we got to make sure the air's clean. Oh, okay. Really? That makes no sense to me at all. Oh, and by the way, our carbon footprint is, as I fly around on Air Force One and drive limos and have 300 people protecting me and burning shit, don't worry about that. Or most of our elected servants have 2, 3, 4, 10 houses. They got to be powered and heated and cooled. But don't worry about that. Don't worry about the 10 cars I got. Don't worry about that. It's almost getting bad as the Hunger Games. This is getting nuts. So it doesn't make sense. But one thing I do know, and that's going to be it, is this. I love this country. But we're going through some pretty aggressive, drastic changes. If we don't get back to basics and go back to that thing called the Constitution that were written by our founding fathers that threatened us or warned us about this kind of thing, we're doomed. We're doomed. A few assholes fly a plane into a couple buildings in New York City, and now you got to stand in line and get searched because you may potentially do that? Are you serious? So you got to start having your Fourth Amendment violated? That don't make any sense to me. Someone should have got fired for that. Oh no, we got to create this in Homeland Security, and we got to create all these positions now to make you safe. And by the way, we got to search all your shit to make sure that you're not going to do that. I'm not from Saudi Arabia. What are you, nuts? I don't get it, man. I don't get thinking. Oh, we don't need a protected fence around the border. Oh, really? And you don't need one around your house either, right? Or gated communities or high security areas. No, fences don't work. You don't need any of that shit. Really? Huh. Something's wrong. Something's wrong, and I'm going to try to figure it out. But one way I know that I'm not going to figure it out is by looking at the dumb television, listening to all the crap, and don't worry, everything's going to be fine, and just shut up. Oh, okay, sure. Yeah. No, ain't happening. I'm going to pay attention to Russian television, Infowars.com, BeforeIt'sNews.com, DrudgeReport.com, not watch dumbass mainstream media stuff. Read books and figure out what's going on based on our world history and all the mistakes that we made. Because once powerful people that have power to do what they want to do always turns out bad. The Romans, the Greeks, all of those fuckers from that time. It was all just bloodshed, and we're going to conquer. And it ruined the Roman Empire, and we're very, very close to that. The only thing we got going is we can print money, and we can export it, the inflation, because we're the world's reserve currency, but that is not going to last. So, anyway, that's enough of that crap. So I hope you enjoyed the show. The big show. We have a big show for you tonight. And that would be that. Let's see if I got my outro. Did I throw my outro in here? I don't think I did. So I only have to upload that one. So anyway, thanks for listening to me. Thank you for your time. And I hope you enjoyed the show. So everybody have a great holiday weekend. Eat a lot of turkey and get turned into a fat fucker and stuffing and everything else. And above all else, enjoy your family and be thankful for something. Because I know that's what I'm going to do. So thanks for listening to me. God bless everyone. And have a great day. You have been listening to the original Red Pill Show.